You look now at this Clemson team who's setting up a new dynasty, and you've got players like Deshaun Watson, Trevor Lawrence. They never see that money. They never see a dime of it, but these players end up loitering for food, which, by the way, crime, seeking ways around to get money so that they can live, which would violate the NCAA's rules, or in some cases, just straight up end up starving themselves because playing by the rules is the quote-unquote right thing to do, and it doesn't put them at risk of them losing their scholarship. You can read the stories of guys like Russell Okung and Shabazz Napier. They'll tell you straight up what their experiences are.
It's crazy to think that only this past May, I just given that final presentation in the middle of May for my elective morality and politics course, talking about the American prison system and somehow relating it back to the NCAA. And it's a system that Chase is about to go through. It may just be 1 year and he's automatically in the NBA. It may be at Duke, especially with the soft commit from a close friend of his, Sean LaRusso, who goes to a rival high school. He's one of the best shooters in the state. He's got a really, really good shot. And, with him and Chase, that's automatically a deadly duo in the backcourt for Duke. But, ultimately, where does that leave me? There's a lot of things that I would like to see reformed in the NCAA, but I know that if I want to get to my goal of the NBA, I'm probably going to have to go through it. So does that mean I stay at home, nearby state, in Raleigh, and just play for the Wolfpack, maybe walk onto the team and see what happens since I have no scholarship offers? Do I somehow find a way to get back home to Durham and play in front of my, the team that I grew up idolizing, the Duke Blue Devils, and get to play alongside Coach K, whether I'm learning from the bench, learning whatever I can, stay there for a few years? Or do I go a more progressive option? Do I go to Davidson, who actually has offered me a scholarship? Go to a school like that, under 2,000 undergraduates, really good law program, really good political science program, where I can still play basketball, and they wouldn't let me take out any loans. They would offer me a scholarship, academic-wise, to go there, or a sports scholarship to go play for Davidson, and, actually kind of live freely, but just be further away in the western parts of Carolina to go ahead and play there. Or perhaps there's something else in the cards. There's some other way that this works out. And because, my number one priority is that I want to be able to play basketball. It's kind of what I've set out to do for as long as I can. And beyond that, the athlete is someone who cares about reform and human rights and civil rights and making sure that things are equal for everyone and fighting for those things. When there are things that are clearly wrong. Things change over time. You always progress. So there's something fitting about today being that all the scouts around are here looking at this game. They're looking at the top talent. They know what they see today. These are some of the best kids in the tri-area for my team here with Metro Supreme. And then you look at the elite squad. There's some of the best talent in central and the eastern part of North Carolina. You've got Sean LaRusso there, who's going to Duke, and you've got a lot of Chase's teammates who play over there at North Hills, and their power forward and Quentin Trepagnier, and then you've got small forward Jaden Welch. We know that we're in for a tough one today. This is really, really the best of the best here in North Carolina. And immediately, just from the tip, Granger came straight up the floor, passed it to LaRusso up at the top, and then immediately found a cutting Jaden Welch to the basket to go ahead and lay that one up and in. 2-0 already for the elite squad, and they show quickly just how good they are on offense. Following their plays, we played a lot more free form, a lot up-tempo, a lot of just fast break offense, and sure enough, this is not the team that we can do that against. We have to be a lot more disciplined on defense and on offense as well, running plays, finding ways to set screens, get guys open. Russo up at the top, though, again, showing you that shooting ability, immediately hitting a straightaway three to help the elite squad go up 5-0. We were kind of stuck a little bit here in the first quarter. Chase is trying to get something going here, and sure enough, they double team him. Jaden, his teammate, led him straight into Trepagnier, who was also his teammate, for that double team assist. And then LaRusso pulled up from close, but Gabe Thornton's just too tall. 6'10", long wingspan, able to go up there and get the rebound. I'm sure a lot of scouts are looking at him as well. And then Chase Jarrett from the wing, for the three-pointer, to go ahead and just try to get us some room here, get us some sort of confidence to get us going.
He desperately needed that, and we showed it back on the defensive end as Tyrese Jacobs went up high to go ahead and swap the shot away. Hakeem Burgess pulling up from mid-range, about 15 feet out to go ahead and nail a jumper. Things started to settle down a little bit here. But then Granger on the outside, Casey trying to just find any sort of space. He's a very good passer as he watched the double come around, and sure enough, Quentin got open, flashed himself underneath, and then dunked it home. 9-5 lead. And then back up the other way. Here comes the elite squad. Jaden Welsh on the outside. You just can't leave him that open on fast break. They know how to torch you any way they can, whether set plays, in transition, and Jaden showed it there with the excellent jump shot to go ahead and put them up by 7. I got myself going there. Quick little drive inside to go ahead and hop step and then get to the basket. And then Chase on the other end showing a quick spin move to get past the man, but Gabe Thornton, it's a different length, taller than anybody else that we played. And sure enough, was enough to contest that shot. They got back on the break. Quick score for them to go up 7-14. We kept fighting. Coach called a timeout to go ahead and take us out for a minute to give us a little bit of a respite, and then that's when the elite squad pulled away. I checked back into the game with Chase out as we were down 11 and just trying to fight through their backup point guard, Lyle Sanchez. Did no good here. Lyle came back up the floor, looking immediately to get to the basket. Did a very good job of denying him, and then waited for the help from Tyrese to go ahead and swat that one away. But then Roland was able to get inside and on Hakeem Burgess, draw the foul, get his free throws. And we're still in this. We're not too far behind, only down 13. We've been in worse situations. Jacobs got a screen from Hakeem Burgess to go ahead and get in there and then shoot that baseline jumper, just using his length to get over his defender. But then I noticed that what they were doing. Casey Granger, they bring him back in, and then they just let him bully me down low, using that height advantage that he has over me to go ahead and get a down low post-up bucket. So I knew I had to stay on him and try to force him to the outside as much as possible come that next possession. Problem is that Sean Barusso's on the floor. A guy that you're usually going to have to double and make sure that he stays off the ball. They're so deadly with their guards that it's really hard to kind of figure out what you want to do next. Now down by 16, I face a little bit of trouble here. They have an athletic guy in Gabe Thornton with his length at 6'10 and his wingspan, and I'm matched up against them. We weren't able to run anything smart on offense on this possession. And sure enough, they come back down the floor the other way. And Casey Granger looking to get inside, pass inside to Jaden Welsh, just using his skill, scoop layup underneath, and they pretty much double our score at this point. And now we're just rushing around for offense, trying to look for anything. Down by 18 with 2:51 left in the second. I try to get this underneath the Hakeem. He just can't handle the ball. Gabe is pressuring him down low. We run into a double screen scenario. Does nothing. Malik's just got to throw up a shot. That results in a brick. And just noticing how good Elite was on defense and then how quickly they just moved in transition. They looked flawless up and down the floor. So, of course, we had to bring back in Chase. And it was a strange moment. It was suddenly in these last 2 minutes I felt like out of place. Like I was watching really, really good guys at basketball playing against elite talent. I was able to slip behind the defense here to go ahead and get a layup. Chase just using his vision to go ahead and find me. But Granger hit a 3 beforehand. Then Thornton here with this little baseline jumper, able to show off that he's got a jumper as well, using that athleticism of his. We come back down the floor the other way. Just throw the Chase Jarrett, knockdown jumper from 3 from the wing. Then you go back to the elite squad. Granger here, just waiting, setting up the play. Thornton comes to the outside, a 6'10 guy shooting from out there at the wing. Ridiculous. Then just kick it back out to Chase Jarrett. He's knocking down another 3-pointer from the wing to go ahead and try to get this under 20. And then Thornton using that athleticism of his to go ahead and just hang a floater. It was ridiculous. That's the level of talent. That's the top tier talent here. It was one of the first times I just felt out of place in this tournament. And it made me wonder, even if I were to go to State or Duke, are these guys that I can really hang with? While all that was clouding my mind, we came back out of the tunnel, and
I saw something that I'd never actually seen before because I've never been on this side of it. It was just Chase. He came out early from the tunnel, and sure enough, he was just smiling the whole way. Like, he sat on the bench, he was just relaxed. I've never seen him so composed, especially being down as much as we were. Maybe it was just because this wasn't as important as a game. It's just a summer league game. It's just fun. But it just felt like he was relaxed and like everything was under control. We weren't out of this yet. And I didn't know how to react to that. I just felt like, okay, just stay out of his way, let him do what he can do. Sure enough, immediately on the first possession, goes ahead, gets a three-pointer from the wing. Go ahead and bring the stat back down to 19. I do my best here, just trying to find anybody to get open as I drive. Get Tyrese Jacobs, uses his length over LaRusso to go ahead and knock down that jumper. But still, it's a back-to-back game. The elite squad can score from anywhere on the floor. You got Thornton who can go down low and shoot. You got LaRusso who can go ahead and drive, and he's got a good outside jumper as he shows off there with a back step. The step back to go ahead and hit that two-pointer. And then we call timeout because we realized that all we were doing was just running back and forth. Defensively, we've got to get better somehow. So I set a screen here for Tyrese Jacobs to try to get free. Sure enough, that gets him a matchup with Lyle Sanchez, but misses the inside jumper. And this is where I start to worry that maybe that elite squad can start pulling away in this one. Thankfully, with Lyle Sanchez on the floor, I was able to play a little bit better defense here. Go ahead, pick his pocket, get right back up the floor to Chase and one as he takes the contact from Bradley and goes ahead to the line and nails the and one. Only down 16, we get a great opportunity here as finally Sean LaRusso just misses one. Chase takes it all the way to the basket and one again, floating right over Bradley one more time. He's got a slight height advantage. And obviously, as he shows off there, a little bit of a strength advantage too as he takes it strong to the basket. So now we're down 16. Just trying our best to hang in here. Thornton showing off that jumper again. It's not going to be easy. The defense guys got to tighten up if we want to stand a chance here. I back out to the top of the key. Jarrett over in the corner. Can't really find anything. Just ends up having to pass it out to Clayton. Short little backup point guard who goes ahead and knocks down a three there. And that keeps us alive here. Then LaRusso from the wing, able to knock down another three, coming off a screen, a double screen there that involved Jarrett as well to go ahead and get him free. The motion in which they get their shooters open is quite incredible. But Chase still trying to fight and stay in this one. Goes ahead and gets a layup there. And then good defense on my end down low against Lyle Sanchez. Kick it out to Chase. He pulls up, knockdown shot. They don't give him the three. They count it as a two. We're down 14. A little more than two left to go here in the third. Knockdown jumper there from Clayton. And now suddenly, we're almost into single digits territory. Chase had us calm down. He was calm the entire way through. There was no panic button. The game wasn't over yet. There was still 16 minutes of basketball in this, and that's the way that he approached it. But Jaden Welch knocks down knocks down a three-pointer there on his teammate. Able to get that one, but then a free throw opportunity for him later on. Not able to knock it down. I find myself open in transition. Get it out to me. Thank you, Akeem. Take it in with one hand. We needed an energizer. That at least helped a little bit. So then we just started playing a little bit more of the transition game. It's been working for us during the summer league. Why not continue to go back to it? Now down by 11. The team seems a lot more energized, but you can't allow easy baskets like that. Trepagnier hasn't been active the entire game. He's been a really good rebounder, but offensively not really able to get his thing. I'm able to take contact here from Granger as I drive and go ahead and lay that one up. 5 minutes left. We're not out of it yet, but it's not looking great. We're trying to stay in it, but defensively I do a bad job there trying to double and help a teammate, and instead it resulted in a wide open jump shot there for Granger. And then on the other side, Granger goes ahead and intercepts a pass that was intended for me from Jarrett, but then I go ahead and pick his pocket, come back up the other way, lay it up before he has a chance to go ahead and swat it, and we bring that lead back to 11. But then another bad defensive possession for me there, not noticing the switch, didn't get on Jaden Welsh, wide open jumper for him, he knocks it down. That's okay, Chase has our back. He knocks down a three, and the lead is down to 10. But LaRusso, that shooting stroke of his is just so good. He gets open, it's game over.
He knocks down a 3, but I stay in it here. I felt good. I took that up on Gabe Thornton, a 6'10 dude, and was able to just scoop layup right underneath him to go ahead and get that layup to go. We get an opportunity here. A rare LaRusso miss. Come back down the floor. Chase Jarrett from the corner. They don't count the 3-foot on the line, but that still keeps us in it. Down 12, LaRusso, another 3. This one misses. Maybe he's starting to get a little bit tired. Tyrese is able to go ahead and use that length of his to stop the shot of Trepagnier. Gets a rebound, but then we immediately turn it over trying to get back up the floor. But then again, I'm able to pick the pocket one more time, this time of LaRusso, and get back up the floor. All that practice of on-ball defense, the thing that I'm really good at. Showing up here in the second half, and it's coming up clutch. Down 12 now, a minute 40 left. Chase Jarrett from the wing again, absolutely on fire. Nails that one. Down 9. Minute 29. I don't know how much more we can do here. They try to do an alley-oop from Granger to Thornton. It doesn't work. Chase comes back up the floor, wide open, decides to just pass it down low. Maybe trying to get some encouragement from other guys, but Hakeem Burgess able to go ahead and lay that one up. Lead down to 7. We're fighting for our lives now. Granger, I just get a hand up in time, trying to lunge over there and able to do enough to influence the shot as he misses. Then Chase from the corner, knocked down 3. Except his foot was on the line again. So it was only 2, down 5. Tight defense now. Just watching. They go ahead and they get the double team. Tyrese comes over to help, and Jaden Welsh throws a bad pass over Trepagnier's head. It goes out of bounds. 28.6 left, down 5. Bring it up the floor. I give it the Chase. Crossover, dunk, straight to the basket. We're down 3. I couldn't believe it. We're this close to victory. We're this close to really taking the lead back again. They made both their free throws. We're down 5. I just get at the Chase. Inside, he misses the jumper, but Hakeem goes ahead and gets the rebound, keeps us in there, getting it over Gabe Thornton, and we're only down 3 now. 13.6 left, got a foul. I get the foul on Granger and send him to the line. Takes his breath on the first free throw. A lot of pressure, and he misses the first one, which is huge. We need that. We got to get this down to a single possession. And there it is. The elite squad goes up by 4. 13.6 left. There's plenty of time to make something happen. Something magical can happen here if we can just hang in. Inbound play. A lot of confusion here. I'm standing outside in the corner. Young just dribbles it out, outside. There's nothing set here. Chase trying to get inside. Chase doesn't lay it up. It ends up somehow finding its way to me, and I just have to throw up a shot, but I'm able to knock it down. 91-92 with 2.3 left. We're down by 1. We're going to have to foul immediately, which we do. We foul Granger. He's had a great night. And he knocks down the first free throw. It's not the end of the world. We can get a last-second 3 here, even though we have no timeouts. And he knocks down the second one. 1.5 left. This is it. Inbound to me. Throw it up. And no good. That's the end of it. Casey came over, shook my hand, patted me on the back. It was a tough, tough game. And maybe the second half taught me a little bit more about myself than I thought. You know, you can't keep your head down just because of what the score is. You just got to keep fighting. We didn't get the result we wanted. We lost. The elite squad wins the tournament, but I learned a lot. And just playing in front, playing with those guys, playing against those guys, taught me a lot, and I think can make me a better player. Make me want to play better. Make me want to play no matter what the scoreboard says. More importantly, if I'm gonna want to get to their level and get to what they do, you know, it can't just be my ability to drive and kick out. I've also got to develop another threat. I've got to learn how to shoot. I've got to become a better shooter. And there's a lot that I've taken away from this tournament. So when the regular season starts, high school ball begins, I'm going to be ready. I'm going to be running with these guys.